Hey guys, okay, so just finished watching Microsoft's press conference. Yeah, as you know, I wasn't really expecting too much from them because Microsoft haven't been that great the last few years, and I wanted new IPs, and they haven't really offered that. I'm going to start by saying that the press conference a lot better than the last couple of years. I really thought they made a difference this time round. There was a lot less Don Matrick, big plus. There was not so much of the cheesy bad acting on stage. There wasn't so much Kinect, so it was a lot more games, and it was really well done. A lot less corporate as well, and it felt a lot more relaxed. So I was really impressed with the overall performance, and the way they laid it all out was great. So I've got like 3 pages of notes, so it's going to take a while, but I'll just go through as much as I can. I mean, some of it doesn't really matter. But first of all, Halo 4, that was the first thing they showed. Gameplay demo of the campaign for Halo 4, and gotta say one word: beautiful. The game is absolutely beautiful. It really is impressive. I mean, I was just like, wow. To think that that's on 7-year-old hardware, it's really impressive, man. The lighting, the colours, the detail, it's just fantastic. You've got a really interesting first-person view as well, because around the screen, it gives the impression of seeing through Master Chief's helmet, which I really like. That really cool touch. I thought the weapons looked wicked, and one thing that really impressed me was they have a disintegration technique where if you shoot somebody, they disintegrate, and it just looks absolutely phenomenal. It's like, in the film Blade, when he stabs him with a sword and they disintegrate into that orange, like flaky, like I suppose like ambers. It's sort of that effect. So an enemy will be running at you and you shoot them and they disintegrate, and it looks so cool. So yeah, Halo 4, I knew it was going to be great. We all wondered if 343, is it 343? I think that's the right name. If they were going to handle it right, and they seem to be doing a great job. So Halo 3 is going to be awesome. Can't wait to play that game. Love Halo anyway. Next up, they showed new Splinter Cell Blacklist. Now I've got to say, it looks absolutely brilliant. It's gone back to traditional Splinter Cell as well, where Sam's wearing his goggles, none of this conviction stuff. So, I mean, that's a good thing for Splinter Cell fans, bad thing for me because I won't be able to play it because I'm absolutely shit at Splinter Cell and I can't play stealth. I just get annihilated every time I try. I really, really like the demo. It's very action-packed, very fluid, a lot of Max Payne 3 kind of slow-mo, moving from person to person, executing people, very cool. Lots of really cool cover stuff. Game looks fantastic, and I think if you're a Splinter Cell fan, you're going to absolutely love that game. And I know it's multi-platform, but I always class it as an Xbox franchise because that's where it started, and I don't think it should have ever been multi-plat. It should have stayed on Xbox, but that's a real shame. They have introduced Kinect as well, voice commands. They showed a really interesting thing where, I'll just check it on TV, it's the guy from Epic. So, yeah, they showed obviously a part where he's playing the game, Sam's hanging from a wall, climbing up, and as he's hanging from the ledge, you can see an enemy above him, and then the guy who's playing the game just shouts out, "Hey you!" and then the guy comes walking over. Which, a bit of a shit thing to say if you're going to be a spy. Maybe you should have whistled like Sam does or something, but nonetheless, it shows the point that you can, use voice commands, which they're okay. They're a nice thing to throw in, a bit of a gimmick, but it's cool. And as I say, I thought the demo looked fantastic. So if you're a Splinter Cell fan, check out Splinter Cell Blacklist, and yeah, I think you're going to be really impressed with that. Next up, they talked about EA Sports, mainly Madden and FIFA, the 2 ones for next year, 13. Again, I'm not really bothered because it's just sports, doesn't interest me in the slightest, but all they were talking about was Kinect voice commands, so you can now obviously when you're playing, say, FIFA, you can say substitute so-and-so for so-and-so, or you can, with Madden you can discuss your plays using Kinect. You can tell the players where to go, who to pass to, all that kind of stuff, so that's kind of interesting. What was next? Next on, they showed a quick trailer for Fable The Journey, which is the Kinect Fable game. I don't know too much about Fable, I've only played the first one a little bit, so I don't know. Go and check out the trailer, see what you think. Then they showed the teaser trailer, I suppose, which was very short, for Gears of War Judgment, a new game coming out. There is going to be another trailer coming up shortly, which I'm assuming is because Mr. Ferguson from Epic Games is on TV at the moment, so I'm assuming they're going to be showing that shortly. They're going to show an extended trailer, so wait and see what that's like. I'm sure it'll be good because Gears always is good. I mean, it's not a great game, it's just a fun game to play through. I always enjoy them. Next one was... there's another interesting thing was on the Gears of War Judgment trailer. the music they used was the music that was used for id Software's Rage when they did the promotion for that, and it was kind of weird. I was like, why would you do that? Why wouldn't you have a different song? But that's just a personal thing, I didn't like that. Then they showed a trailer for the new Forza game, which is coming out October 23rd this year. So if you're into Forza, go with that. They showed features of Kinect, where you can now do genre selecting, so you can go Kinect action, and it will go to action films, or Kinect comedies, and it will show you comedies, and that kind of thing. You can also do it by title of film as well. So, you know, you can go Kinect Mission Impossible, Ghost Protocol, it'll bring the film up. All very simple stuff, and you know, you expect this with Kinect really. Then they were still banging on about Bing. Does anyone give a shit about Bing? I mean, I think everybody uses Google, don't they? So, yeah. And they got 4 new TV providers as well. They got Nickelodeon, Paramount Movies, Machinima, and they got a Spanish video service, which I have no idea how to pronounce the name, and I can't remember what it was because I didn't write it down because it was too quick. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And then they're talking about sports and music and interaction using Kinect, the usual kind of thing. They talked about Nike Plus Kinect Training, which is another fitness training system, which is coming from obviously Nike. And it was all about how real athletes go to the Nike training camp, and this is going to give you the real experience to become, you know, a proper athlete, or just to make yourself a little bit fitter. You know, I mean, Kinect, at the end of the day, it's great for dancing, it's great for fitness, it makes perfect sense, more than any other motion system out there. I just think for games itself, it's really got a long way to prove itself still. Voice commands are all very well, but we haven't really seen a proper game where you actually stand in front of the camera and get involved and it actually works and you don't look like a twat, but I mean, we'll see. Then they showed this new thing called Smart Glass, which basically is Xbox's attempt to go up against PlayStation with their PlayStation 3 and Vita combo, and of course Nintendo's Wii U. And this basically means if you have a television, an Xbox 360, a tablet device, iPad, and a smartphone, so either a tablet or a smartphone or both, whichever you want to, it now connects everything together in one easy thing. So say you're watching a movie on your TV through your Xbox 360, your smartphone or your tablet, whichever you have, will then provide information such as, you know, names of cast members, histories of what they've done, what their work is, you know, interesting information about the film, all this kind of stuff that Blu-ray used to do. You know, that was all what Blu-ray was pushed as at the beginning. You know, interactivity, always on connection with your Ethernet on your Blu-ray player, bring all this information. They're kind of doing that sort of thing. And what else did they have with that one? Yeah, that was another thing they showed. If you're watching a movie on your tablet device, when you come home, you can put your tablet device down, press on the screen of your tablet device, and then the 360 will play the film from where you left off on your TV. You know, I think Vita's going to do the same sort of thing with games, and they'll probably do the same with films. And I'm sure that, you know, Wii U will do all that kind of stuff as well. So they're all pretty much copying each other and doing the same sort of thing, really. The only thing I'll say is, obviously, with Wii U, you only need a TV and a Wii U, and that's it. It's just, you know, a one-box solution, whereas, you know, with Smart Glass, you need to have an Xbox 360, a TV, and a smart device, whether it be a phone or a tablet. Now, obviously, you know, I know a lot of people out there have all of those devices, but, you know, me personally, I don't have any smart devices. I have an Xbox and a TV. That's all I've got. So it doesn't really bother me because I'm not that interested. But if it's something that interests you and you've only got an Xbox, you haven't got a Wii U, well, you haven't got a Wii U today. If you don't plan on buying a Wii U, or you don't have a PlayStation 3 and a Vita, and your sole experience is on Xbox, then Smart Glass is going to be a great thing to check out, I think. Oh yeah, and also you can use your smartphone as a TV remote. I kind of think that's alright, but the Wii U gamepad does that as well, and it looks cooler and looks more like a home cinema remote control. But yeah, personal preference and all. As I say, if you've only got an Xbox, then it's a great idea, I suppose. Next up was a really cool, quick gameplay of Tomb Raider. Oh my god, this game looks fantastic. It really does look epic. When I saw the trailer at last year's E3, and Cliff Bleszinski's on TV, so Gears will be coming up shortly. I saw the trailer last year. I thought it was a really great trailer. Didn't like the actress that they picked to play Lara Croft because I thought the voice didn't really match up with the character, and she sounded a lot like Joss Stone, who annoys the shit out of me. So I was like, no, I don't know about this one. It looked good, but I thought they needed to change the voice. Got to say, the new footage, the actress, I don't know what they've done, but it just sounds better, and she seems to have bonded with the character, and it fits and it works well. Game itself has took a massive influence from Uncharted. There's no doubt about that. You can't get away from it. But I don't think that's a bad thing because Uncharted is the best series of games this generation across all platforms. And that is my opinion. If you disagree, fair enough. But I think it is. And Tomb Raider just looked absolutely beautiful. The graphics were stunning. The action was fluid and smooth. There was lots of cover-based action. She got bow and arrow. She got flaming arrows, which I actually put on here. Flaming arrows of death with a smiley face because I thought it was so cool. You can basically silently take out people with flaming arrows. Awesome. Yeah, it's just brilliant. Also, Xbox 360, the first piece of DLC that comes out for Tomb Raider is exclusive to Xbox 360. So, you know, I mean, they do that, Microsoft. They always get the exclusives on the DLC, so that's nothing new. They have 3 brand new exclusive IPs coming to Xbox, which is brilliant because I've been screaming for this, so they finally did it. I didn't expect it. One is called Ascend New Gods, and from the trailer, it looks to be like Xbox's attempt at doing God of War. So, could be interesting. I'm not a big God of War fan myself, but I'm just glad they're trying to do something new and bring out a fresh IP. Another one was Loco Cycle, which is a Kinect game, and the trailer didn't really show you anything, so I've got no idea. And the third game, I must have missed or something, because I don't know what it was. I don't know. I sat here going, hang on, where's the third game? So maybe I just missed it and it was too quick. But nonetheless, they're bringing out new games. Thank God for that. New exclusives. They need to do that. It's about time. Next up, 2 of the Japanese guys behind Resident Evil 6 from Capcom came out. Played a bit of Resident Evil, and I've just put down fast-paced action. Cover system was shown. Looks really good with Leon. And it just looked fun. It looked really good. It was just full-on balls to the wall, blasting zombies and executing them. Just what you want from Resident Evil. I thought it looked really nice, so I think that game's going to be great when it comes out. Then they went to the usual kind of Microsoft silly presentation where they showed a game called Racketeer for Kinect, which is basically a Kinect game where it's like a family game, really, a party game, I suppose. It's, you know, you've got a catapult, you stand there and you go like, pull the catapult back, fire your weapon at a building, and you can do different manoeuvres to change how you control. Like you can do a flight manoeuvre where you put your arms out and the projectile gets little wings and you can fly it into the building. It's alright. It's not my thing, but as I say, it's the typical Kinect kind of thing you'd expect, really. Next up, what we got next? Okay, yeah, they're bringing out a brand new South Park game. And it's called South Park: The Stick of Truth. And the 2 guys behind South Park, Trey and the other bloke whose name I can't remember, they came out on stage and explained why they're making the game and how happy they are to be with Microsoft and all that kind of crap. Didn't show any gameplay, so the trailer was just, it looked like an episode of bloody South Park, so I don't know. Didn't really explain what the game's going to be, what kind of concepts and genre, so wait and see. Might be good, might be bad. Then they showed Dance Central 3. I think that was a given. And they got Usher to come out and perform. Yeah, I love Usher. I think Usher's music's brilliant. I've always been a fan of Usher, right from his very first single. But he ain't very good live. I don't know. I've seen him a few times live now, and I've seen him tonight on here, and he ain't very good. His dancing's great, but his vocals aren't the best. He could do better. But yeah, I just thought the performance went on a bit too long. It was like, yeah, we get the point. Usher's endorsing it. Great, move on. Then, of course, they closed the show with Call of Duty Black Ops 2. So kind of reverse of what they usually do when they open the show. And yeah, I've got to say, it looks brilliant. It's Call of Duty, and every year Call of Duty demos come out, and I think that looks bloody amazing. I can't wait to play it. And I am looking forward to it. Actually, more than anything, because Black Ops 2, they are changing it. And they've got this whole branching paths and everything with a storyline. They're trying to make it different and change it up. So good on you, Treyarch. I appreciate that. But yeah, overall, I thought Microsoft's actual presentation was a lot better than the last couple of years. As I say, less Don Matrick, less cheesy child actors and Microsoft employees, a lot less Kinect, and it was more focused on the games, which is where they need to be at this point, I think. Still a shame they haven't got no new hardware. I didn't even mention that they're working on new hardware, but it'll come. Maybe Tokyo Game Show, you never know. But yeah, overall, guys, quite impressed with the presentation. Very good. Don't think they're going to beat Nintendo, and I don't think they're going to beat Sony, but we'll wait and see. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you all again after the Sony press conference when I give you my thoughts. So stick with me, and thank you for watching.